So, welcome to the session for MA Entrance 2027. So, basically, uh, what are the important pointers which we have here is that like I am not providing any coaching specifically for the entrance, but what I can provide is proper guidance related to any subject and the resources whatever I used and compiled during my preparation. The telegram group which we have for this purpose will be meant for doubt discussions and resource sharing. Okay, so let me first introduce myself. So I am Ashmit Gupta. I secured rank 22 in IIT Jam Economics 26 paper. I am currently pursuing MSc Economics from IIT Delhi. Talking about my graduation, I did economics honors at University of Delhi. So we will have Q&A at the end. First, let's see some subject-wise pointers which can help everybody. So if we talk about microeconomics, uh, like if you haven't done anything till now, like still we are only at the mid of August, and basically this is the last point of time where people turn serious for their preparation. So what we can do is you can start from Nicholson and Snyder textbook if you have some grip over your undergrad economics also. Okay, like if you haven't done any economics thing before this, you should go to Varian for some easy understanding and easy approach. But if you have done Varian previously, you should now move to Nicholson Snyder because it is more mathematically oriented book. In Varian, basically all the concepts are given in quite easy and understandable manner, but the mathematics of it all, that is given in Snyder book. So for that you have to solve back questions and you can review the solutions from the solution manual. So I will share that PDF on the group itself. Okay. Now for DU people from Eco-Honors, you should have some strong grip over your semester 3 and 4 syllabus, where you study the consumer theory in very extensive manner and general equilibrium in semester 4 also. Okay. So the basic source which will be there for solving questions, like do not rely on any random question bank. We have our official past year papers, that is from DSE, ISI and JAM, and these are enough for you to have some exhaustive practice. Okay, so for DSE we have 2006 to 2022 papers which you can solve. For ISI, PEA and PB. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Sir, how many years PYQs that should be done for IIT JAM?
For JAM, basically there are 6 papers available. So for JAM specifically, you have to do all 6.
No, the ISI DSC ones. Did
Okay,
you do
so
them for IIT JAM
yes,
also?
yes. So what I did, I solved from 2006 to the latest year.
We included also, sir.
Yes.
I'm asking for JAM. JAM, you did all the PYQs from 2006 to 2025, right?
Yes, like for JAM, we cannot only rely only on JAM PYQs. We have to take some ideas from DSE and ISI papers as well because they follow the same pattern.
Okay, so no JNU papers, only DSC and ISI.
Yes, basically, if your main focus is on CUET, then you can also do JNU papers. But I tried them, but they were not that much extensive. Like they basically they were modeled on CUET type. So those are not very useful if our main target is ISI or IITs. Okay. Like
Sir,
if you feel, yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm from non-eco background.
Okay.
So, like, how should I start my macro? Should I start with gradient or should I start with something else?
For micro you are asking?
Yes, sir. I'm from non-eco background.
Okay, so uh, basically if you are from non-eco background, what I would suggest is you should first try to cover variant in 1 month. Basically what I mean by covering variant is you have to read the theory of each chapter and try out questions given at the back of the book.
Okay, sir.
And after that, because variant is a very easy book, like if you are just reading it like a novel, it becomes very easy. You can easily read 2 chapters in 1 day also. Like it is not that much tough to read it. And after variant, if you cover, basically if you even cover variant in 45 days, let's say, you can move to Snyder after that. Now after moving from variant to Snyder, you will feel that Snyder is a bit tougher book, but uh, you will be able to get comfortable in that book if you have some approach in maths, like if you have some holdover mathematics. I assume that it must be true. Is it clear? Okay, now also if whenever you are doing Nicholson Snyder, I assume you will read close to 15 to 20 pages every day, and whichever topic you are doing, let's say you are doing consumer theory, you go to DSE or ISI papers and start from the very first year. Like for example, you are starting in 2006. Now try to search for those topic questions and try to solve them. What this will help in is that it will map your concepts to your questions, and you can see how much you are able to apply. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. So, like topic wise PYQ solving is very important because it helps you to understand each concept in a very detailed manner. Like you read consumer theory, for example, you read some utility functions, and then you try to solve those topic questions from those previous year papers. It will help you retain the concept uh, more than more than that person who is just doing the syllabus first and then moving to PYQs. We have to work over PYQs and the book simultaneously. Then only things will get integrated in your brain. Okay. So now if we talk about macroeconomics, since for you are from non-economics background, so I would suggest that you should first read Sandeep Garg from class 12 economics, if you must be aware of that book.
Which one, sir?
Sir, Sandeep Garg.
Sir, Sandeep Gav of macroeconomics.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a book.
Yes, it is class 12 level book, but if you haven't done any economics in class 12 also, is it the case?
Okay, sir. I will do that.
So you had science in your class 12. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you have science in your class 12th?
Yeah, yes, sir. Science.
Okay, so what I would suggest is you first read Sandeep Garg from of macroeconomics. You can easily get the PDF. I will try to share. Then you will have some grip like what macroeconomics is all about. Then you can start from Blanchard. Uh, Blanchard, I would suggest is you should try to make notes from that, but don't go for back questions because those type of questions are never asked in the entrances. Then again we will do the topic wise PYQs, so that the concept is well retained. For DU people, if they are from economics honors, they should have some grip over their readings of semester 3 and 4. So this was all about micro and macro. Then we move to mathematics. Now if we talk about mathematics, there is no one size fits all strategy. You can start from Hammond textbook, but again don't go for back questions because they are never asked those type of questions. What I did was I made concept maps for each topic. So you can start from Hammond textbook, and we have to make concept maps. Now for mathematics, what I would say is we have to give lots and lots of practice, because then only the pattern recognition works. Like if you've seen ISI, some type of questions they are asked repeatedly. Like they would not be the same, but some similar type of approach, some trick, it works in most of the questions. For CUET, if you are targeting CUET, maths can be handled easily. There is not much difficulty in mathematics for CUET PG. Because if I talk about 2026 paper for CUET, what happened is they gave some questions based on, for example, find the determinant, find the marginal cost if total cost is given. So those are easy to grab questions. Like it is high scoring for CUET. Okay. Now PYQs again, we say that we have to do for DSE from 2006 to 22. We have to leave the real analysis and topology questions because those are topics are not there in the syllabus for the last many years. For ISI again from 2006 to the latest year, and I would stress on this point, like for ISI we have to practice at least 3 times. The first time I would say that do not look at the solutions in the first go. Give at least 3 to 4 days to every paper. Try out, work out, try different approaches, discuss with friends if you have for your preparation, and after 3 to 4 days only, then move to the solution, because this will help you think about what things are asked in the question. Okay, so PEB you have to practice at least 3 times. PA if you practice twice, I would suggest it is enough. Okay. For JAM, all 6 papers have to be done multiple times to gain some practice over it. The tough ones which I would say is are 2021, the first paper of JAM, and 2023, because maths and stats is heavily asked in these 2 papers. Okay, so and that too of some level. Okay. Now for mathematics, it is the golden saying that it requires regular hour of your day. Like I would suggest that give the first hour of your day to this subject to see wonderful results. Now if you feel that you are lost in the syllabus, like if you are doing Hammond and some of your basic concepts are not much clear, what I did was I went to NCRT for class 11 and 12 maths and tried to solve few selected questions from the exercises and read the theory. Make concept maps again for each topic from NCRT also. Okay, like condense all your topics into one pager sheets. It would help you revise also. Okay, so this was all about mathematics. Now let's move to statistics. Okay, let's move to statistics. So again, no universal strategy. You can go with the book which I used, that is Our First Course in Probability by Sheldon Ross. Like I used to do all the back exercises and reviewed the answers. Okay. So but there are some topics which are not there in ROS. For that you have to use Gupta and Kapoor stats book. Okay. Now heavyweight topics which are there are probability, joint probability distribution, and regression. These are the heavily asked topics. Okay, from statistics. And I would repeat, like this is the high scoring thing. If you are losing marks in statistics, then it is your own fault, because statistics questions are never difficult. Your basic logic should be cleared, and you will be easily able to score. Now for stats and probability, what I would say is DSC papers, they have beautiful questions. Like for extra practice, you can refer to ISI papers also of MStat, like MStat PYQs. I did MStat questions which were there in our syllabus. Okay, so they will expose you more to different kind of problems. Okay, so solve only those questions from this which relate to our syllabus. So this was all about statistics. The book is for first course in probability by Sheldon Ross. Alright. Now let's move to Indian economics. For Indian economics, I would suggest that do not touch Indian economics now. Okay, because what happens, Indian economics is all fact based. Like for me, it was the most difficult thing to study, because I never like to just remember some random dates and years about the events and things like that. But it can make real difference to your ranks in each paper. Like barring ISI, every paper has in Indian economics. Okay, so we have to give some time to it, but do not give these months to Indian economics, because these months are very important for building uh, solid grip over micro, macro, and math stats. Okay, so I would suggest I did Indian economics from December onwards, because at that time, basically, majority of your syllabus in other subjects is covered, and you can just uh, try to devote at least 30 to 40 minutes on economics every day. So I use this book, that is UPSC 1000 MCQs on Indian Eco, which is available at Amazon. You can search it up. It is basically by Oswal Books, and we have to focus more on chronology of books, events, chairmen, governors, micro theories, who gave this theory in which year, those type of problems. Okay, and macroeconomics models, the chronology. Now the government budget and economic survey, which was issued in this year, that is very important uh, to be asked in the paper. Okay. Now for Indian economics, I would specially say that it is 70% luck based that you are able to score. Like nobody knows what can be asked. There is no defined set of readings or defined set of sources which you just say ki I share you those resources and you can score all the questions from Indian economics. That will not happen. Like you have to uh, make your micro, macro, math and stats so much strong that even if you lose some marks in Indian economics, then also you are able to cover them from micro and macro. Okay, so now we can move to open to questions. And one important thing,
Sir,
a mock text.
can you share the PDF?
Okay, I will show. One more thing, a mock test series for Indian Eco and CUT PG, separate series there. Those will be available by next month. Okay. Now any questions if you have? If you have any questions, you can ask.
Sir, like after PYQs, from where do I practice? Like,
uh, what you can do is you can try to find out PYQs of DU, like micro and macro past year papers of Delhi University, because it follows the standard syllabus and books. You can try to practice those.
sir, can you share the PDF? Where will you share it?
Okay, I will share it.
In the chat or in the like Telegram?
I will share in the Telegram group.
Okay, sir. Please do that.